Different stakeholders have been called upon to impress tree planting to influence positive climate change, which has gone down in the recent years. This initiative has been implemented by organizations such as Rescue Team Uganda, Rural Initiative Alliance for Development, Access to Inclusive Program, and lastly, Steady Action for Community Development that have come up with common understanding of positive climate change. Hoffin Jakonga, Program Manager for Rescue Team Uganda, highlights the public about the whole project and the main objectives.
We have a number of activities which we are doing, and this project is initiated by four. We are talking about Rete Uganda, we are talking about Riyadh Foundation, we are talking about CAPS, and we are talking about CES. So these three organizations came together in attempts to mitigate climate change. But we said, since the world is talking about localization, why don't we actualize localization? So we sat down, agreed, ask ourselves what could be the problem when it comes to environment. We realized one of the problems is people are not planting trees, people are not advocating, we are not training people on how to do it. So this project has come, one, to promote tree planting, two, advocate towards preventing and mitigating climate change, three, also tell people who can come and support us that yes, we can do this thing together by either supporting or coming to show their expertise. So basically that's what we are doing.
Bernard Biaruhanga, the finance manager for Steady Action Community Empowerment, calls upon the stakeholders to impress the project for it to succeed.
Every Ugandan, whether you're in Uganda, whether you're in another part of the world, we must do enough to combat climate change. So what is the message? The message is we appeal to all stakeholders, whether direct or indirect development partners, to come in to support this agenda. These species, this number of seedlings are not enough. So what do we do as stakeholders to increase on the number such that our environment is protected? So we call upon stakeholders to come into rescue so that we join hands together to implement and achieve the sustainable goal number 13.
Cheka Linda, the program officer for community access to inclusive programs, explains some of the benefits people get out of this.
Some of these species, they help in a way that you can secure your boundary with some of these species. Like the vulnerable, the disadvantaged are always looked at. They're always undermined in community, like their lands are being grabbed away by the abled people. So when they have these trees in their boundaries, their boundary is already, their land is secured.
Desire Zibia, representative from Rural Initiative Alliance for Development, said they have partnered with different organizations for the smooth running of the project.
To partner with different organizations, it helps in teamwork so that the organizations can move faster and other things can move hand in hand. For us, having different organizations, there is teamwork, so sometimes the ups and downs, the downs are like they are less than the ups.
Francesca Yitia, one of the beneficiaries, also gave her concern like this.
We are one of the beneficiaries, and this is our first time benefiting from this climate green action that organizations are taking. And we intend to plant around the church for to maintain our border, also for fruits for children and for decoration around the church. And we as the youth intend to keep it for long, to maintain it, to sustain it, since the globe is fighting for climate change. We have a land of 6 acres and we are planning to pick around 250 seedlings of different species.
The rapid harsh climatic changes are mostly caused by human activities such as fossil fuels, deforestation, agriculture, and lastly land use changes. Therefore, the society has been looked as a pillar to restore back the favorable climatic conditions. Orak Benson Pastore, Western Television Nilecast News.